Good morning. Late for work, but I wanted to. I got these new brushes here for Christmas. Oh, gee, they came packed. I don't know how you're supposed to open that. The sticker was. The big unboxing. Wow, look at that. These are golden Talcon round. Okay. This is number 8. This is number 10. Wow. The handle's longer than my regular brushes. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, wow. So let's go see what happens here. That's not what I expected. I thought it was going to be the same as this set here. I guess that's Protege. All right, well, let's see. Let's give Golden Talcon a whirl and see what kind of stuff is. One thing I wanted to do was, we did this yesterday, and we got this dock here. And, the dock looks, well, it's going to take some fine lines since I got such a small representation happening here. So why don't we try this number, that's the number 10. That's the number 8. Okay, let's try the number 8. So you kind of tip a fine line we can get. So just gonna get see about it's kind of I think that's called lunar blue. I don't know. Let's see what kind of, and you put some brown in there. Okay, that looks good for the dot color. Do some test. See what we got for our test. Well, pretty skinny, but not as dark as I'd like. Let's go a little darker. I gotta look this up. Maybe this is for oil paint mostly. I don't know. I'm sure it said for watercolor. Okay. That's pretty fine tip. I don't know. Not exactly razor sharp. Alright, well, still not that dark either. Alright, let's see what happens here. We'll just start with this, the negative space right here. Let's see. So we kind of crudely attempted right there. Let's see here. Oh yeah, that looks just like a dock, doesn't it? Okay. I don't know if we're gonna put this board here. I don't know. It looked like maybe it's okay. I don't know. Let's try. There's another board here. I don't know if that's gonna really translate. Oh, that's a stick stuck in the water. So here we're just going to sort of do this on the shadow side there. And now let's see about getting those. I guess that looks okay, right? We are making our boards a little thicker than the boards on the real dock, but I guess, we're just doing our own little interpretation here. And then I guess we're going to start going, have a vanishing point that is, and now we got to decide which is I guess we'll make the top of the stick right here. Try to get some depth in this stick. Okay. And then the stick comes over here. So we'll go. And the stick ends over here, I guess. Okay. I don't know if I really like the stick in there, but let's trust the photographer of Artist Photo Reference Landscapes and say, okay, we're going to put the stick in there. Hello there, Kuro Mimi Lodi. Thank you very much for the compliment. All right, and then here, I don't know, we're gonna, I'm just gonna do like a dotted line to sort of symbolize where this thing goes. Because I mean, it'd be better to have another color. Okay, and then this is supposed to go into the water. So this is supposed to be water right there. And they got a reflection. I think we're gonna, let's just kind of paint like that, I guess, and hopefully that's gonna translate. So here, let's go, right here, there's another stick that's kind of off. Yeah, it's coming out kind of nice, right? Okay, let's try to get on the top edge. You don't want to look cartoony. I don't know if we're looking cartoony. And since we got the same tone near and far, we are not getting very much in way of depth here, unfortunately. So I'm going to take, I'm going to just put some water on here. And then hopefully this will be lighter. It's not really water, it's actually the paint, but if we can just get the the back of the dock lighter than the front. Hopefully it'll look like it's going receding. And now we need how about elements of gold, just to exaggerate the wood. So let's just get this, let's just put some little specks in there. Hopefully these will be little specks, not big specks. Okay, wow, that was pretty good. I was going to blot that up to make it more subtle, but I think it looks fabulous right like that. Okay, maybe just one right here. And then we gotta fill in a couple more right there. And I think, why don't we just take our same color, we'll lean into the brown a little bit more. So, just so we get a little variation in color here. And put kind of a shadow thing here. And there's a slight shadow there. I don't know if this is the color to be doing a slight shadow. Let's just try very light and sort of right here. Okay, looks kind of good. And then here, this is like a dock support. A weird dock. Oh, and then here's a log. What the heck is going on in this darn thing? Okay. Well, I don't know what the heck that's. Oh, and here's another board. Let's get the board. Oh, maybe this was like a thing to hold a boat, but it has. All right, so that's a log. Gotta go back to the dark. And there's a shadow here that shows that it's a log. And over here, I don't know what the heck that was. I'll try to hint at that, whatever that is. And I'm missing our piece that should go here. And then here, I'll just. Now we gotta get back to the dark. My log doesn't look good at all. Thanks for a thumbs up on that. I'm gonna try to get a better. Try to go blue. So got that same gray, but I'm gonna mix in a big blue here. And we're trying to get a shadow, which is presumably on the water. One thing it's really good if you have a real good understanding of what you're trying to paint when you're doing a still life like this. Okay, that's cool. And now let's see about just some shadow right here. That's looking okay down in this end. And I don't see what's happening there. I guess this is like a water in shadow, which is a very weird color. It's brownish, but you know, the shadows. I'm gonna try to get a deeper you know, shadow for right there. And I'll think that up against the edge is the place to do it, but right here is probably good. And there, probably should get some browns going right there. And then here, this is supposed to be the wood. I mean, this does not really look like anything. Since there is a little understanding of what we are painting. I guess it's an okay, counterpoint to this. So at least we have a big bundle of whatever the heck that is, and that says, hi, we're closer than this. And I was looking at this thinking this should be a lot more faded, but I don't know if this is the paper for that. The paper, I'm trying to put some like dots here. And like right there, I mean, you would think there would be a stick there, but there's not, so. And this we can shade a little more. And here I'm just gonna try to bring that down. Oh wow, that looks great. All right. And here, let's see, we can continue the shadow right there. And out here, I don't know what is going on. I guess we should paint this in this bottom corner. And that's the log, so I guess this maybe could go. And I guess it's unfortunate that we don't have a defined edge to the picture. And now let's get just a few touches here just to sort of make this look a little bit more 3D, hopefully. Looks a little bit 3D. And this we should probably try to get it like a browner. I don't know if that's gonna be brown, but let's see if this does. I'm just trying to say hi, we're a little bit different than everything else on there. And then this, I want to get like some yellow ochre, I guess, in there. There is yellow ochre, and just gonna see if we can get like a shadow here. I don't know if that looks so great. Make it a little lighter. Get more of a brown look for that. Where's my friend the brown? I should like zoom this up. Hi, Tony Hernandez. Thanks a lot for stopping by, and I appreciate the big compliment. I'm going to try to zoom up on the painting. Where is my painting? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, I was trying to go more brown right here. And it's not really brown, but I don't know. And I think it'd probably be good if we could have a little bit more, like, I don't know, here maybe. And blot it up so it's a little more subtle. Okay, and another thing we gotta do is we need to incorporate a little more blue up there where we got all that green. So I'm just gonna try try some kind of blue here happen. Let's see. And actually, right here we got kind of a violet. So after I get this blue laid down, I'm gonna see about putting some violet underneath. Let me just say clearly, I have no idea what I'm doing here. We are just trying to make it work. That's all. So now I got some violet right here, and I'm gonna try to just hint here of some violet. Okay. And I don't know if that's really gonna be good. Let's see. And now I'm gonna just sort of put some water, so we're gonna smear it around a little bit. That's looking okay over there. Now let's just blot it up so it's more subtle. And this is too dark right there. Let's make it lighter. Okay, cool. All right, we have incorporated some blue. And, you know, right here, this allegedly is a reflection of the clouds. Another thing I really wanted to do is soften this whole edge up here. So I just got water on here. I'm just painting the whole thing up here with water. And that's here. I'm just gonna try to remove some of this. Okay, and we just want a softer edge, so it's, you know, saying hello, I'm far away, so I'm not really that you know, not really that focused. And I don't know if that looks dumb. I hope it doesn't. And here, this guy is very. A little better. This was supposed to be a quick watercolor sketch. I seem to be uh, steering a little away from the quick watercolor sketch look on that. Okay, here I'm just going to try to go rice. What's up here? I hope this isn't going to be green, but I want that just to be softer too. Let's say it's like a big close cloud or something, and that did not work out. All right, it's coming out okay. This area is kind of bothering me. Let's try to make that lighter. So if this was my arches paper, there'd be a big white spot there by now, but this paper here, which is Stonehenge, not quite the same behavior as the arches. Also, now I want to really soften up this edge. Because the hard edge is really saying, hey, look at me, and I'm in the bottom left corner of the painting, so it's like the last place in the world you might want to say, hey, look at me. Unless we're going to put our signature right there, in which case we definitely want to say, hey, look, here's my signature, check it out. And I think it'd be good if we just get, I don't know, like a highlight right here, which I don't know if it's going to work. Let's see. I'm just trying to see if we can make that a little bit lighter. Just I mean, look at this light area here. That looks great. We need one more right here. Not really working that great. You know, on this, when we were doing this, we tried to put a highlight here, and that's what we got. So, it's, all right, I think it's looking fine. I don't know. This area, I'd kind of like to fix it up. I don't know what to do. Maybe just some fade yellow. Here's a fade yellow right there. Let's see if we can't just say hi. We are these little leaf things in the water. I don't know if those are leaves or lily pads or what, but they're definitely there. And so maybe here's a little bit more intense of a yellow. And if we line it up right against some of this green we got, might be good. Put some down here. Well, I think we're going places here. We got ourselves a tiny painting. How about that? And put a big one right here. Couple over here. So this area right here, just would be nice if there was something happening there. I'm just gonna mix up mixed up a. Let's see, just some little specks. I don't know. Okay, that's kind of good. You can just kind of a few more. And then like here, there's like a place where the water is like, I don't know if we could depict that, but this might be the color to do it. And really, I don't know if that's going to translate. I'm just going to try to find this little dots here. And we could probably do better with this reflection. And see if we can just, let's see this, we can just say hi, we're a reflection. Maybe a little bit darker. Does that look like cool reflections or not? Can try some right here. I don't know if those are looking like cool reflections. Gonna go a little darker. I'm going to try to make a line going all the way across here. Let's see about making this softer. Just a little softer. And color this in, or at least just smear around what's there. And I guess maybe a tight line right here might just be good. Ready? Very important line. I don't know if it's good or not. Oh, geez. And then it's got a fade out, so I want to go a fade out line right there. So there we got the same line, softer. And what about here? I'm going to find a dark green. I'm going to make this line right here go. Look good. Let's get some tiny dots. I don't like that. Wait, hold up. Okay, maybe right here we can do. Distant shoreline. That was successful. Let's see if we can do something right here to just go a little more. I don't know what. I don't know if we want dots out there in that white area. It's looking okay right there. I'll go a little darker now, right here. Look good, and then right here, let's get some more happening. Oh, wow. If we could just get a couple of, I see just about a light brown here. Let's see if we can just get a couple of things that look like tree, what do you call them? Trunks. I don't know, didn't really work. All right. I think we're going places. I don't know if this area right here needs something. This would be good to go a little more green. It really doesn't look like anything. It's supposed to be a log. And why don't we just jump back into some blue right here. That's not bad. I don't know. This white speck, I don't know if that should stay there. It's just gonna make it a little bit softer. And you know, here it'd be good if we had a little more contrast. All right, well, anyway, I guess that's it. Let's see. Thank you for all those comments, and that was a wonderful experience, 30 minutes, and here is the finished, or we want to say that's finished. We have no idea if it's finished. Thanks for 2 thumbs up and all that. See you next time.